I saw this interesting article on Canadian Mortgage Trends, my go-to. It says fixed rates back as top mortgage product of choice. This was via National Bank. So it says new data showed that a record 95% of borrowers opted for a fixed rate mortgage in June, according to a research report by National Bank. He says a significant turnaround from early 2022 when rate hikes were just started and just 43% of originations had a fixed rate mortgage. It's a surprising development given that many believe we're nearing the peak in policy rates and that a downturn is likely. There was a couple charts there, Stephen, that you had. It was a distribution of mortgage originations by rate type. Very interesting because it shows literally from, mid 2021, just a massive uptick in fixed and a complete drop off of variable, like from, 55% to 5. Like you can actually see it's a very, very, I don't know if, sorry, I'm not on Zoom. There's Stephen has a chart up there. So very interesting. You can see that chart in the graph. And as they said, I mean, there is a very, like Darren mentioned last week, like there's the plan was always to start easing rates at the end of this year, kind of easing back into lower rates on the variable side. And it may seem crazy right now, but as we all know, like historically speaking, variable rates are actually lower than fixed rates. Like it's been now where, fixed rates have been lower than variable rates for almost a year, I would say, 9 months, which is, historically really unheard of, at least the time I've been in the industry, that we've seen that. So seeing variables so much higher than fixed, like that's another reason why I think again, anecdote, like it's my own opinion, but I don't think, I think we either going to see them halt or potentially even lower rates in September. But all this to say, like now that 95% of people are going fixed, like like I was saying a couple weeks ago, it's a huge amount of people that are kind of locking in those guaranteed returns as well for lenders, right?
Mm-hmm. And for clarity, the next rate announcement's Wednesday, September 6th, so next Wednesday, and then October 25th, and then one last one, December 6th.
Right before Christmas.
The old Christmas gift.
That'll be a job.
Well, you know what? We spoke about it briefly before we came on. It's going to be interesting to see what actually happens with these new conversations about mandates and how that may affect our industry again. Yeah.
Drop rates, lock everyone in their home, prices will double. Prices are going to go up again.
It's on.
I mean, that's what happened. That's like, I'm not even being like, that's literally exactly how it went. This does say, just going back to that article, it says 3 and 4 year terms should place those borrowers in a good position to renew at a lower rate. So people obviously trying to time the market as far as when they think rates will come back down. It says current bond market pricing puts roughly a 30% chance of the Bank of Canada rate cut coming in, the first Bank of Canada rate cut coming in March 2024. However, as rate watchers are keen to remind us, any economic data release can cause current forecasts to change. Obviously, as we've seen, it says among the big banks' forecasts, most expect the Bank of Canada's overnight target rate, currently at 5%, to fall to between 3.5% and 4% by the end of 2024. So they're saying, 12 to 18 months now, we should see it around 3.5% to 4%, which would be, 6 rate cuts, basically. 6 drops.
And it's funny, like, do you think that, you hear something like that? Are there people, I mean, of course there are. There's people sitting there right now going, phew, great. So now I'm just going to stay where I'm at until the end of 2024, and I'm not going to do anything based on something that may or may not happen.
Yeah.
Right?
That's like everything. I mean, the whole market is somewhat speculative.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe because we'd really like that.